start again. Yeah, so the flight was all right. It was supposed to be an Air Berlin from Germany, but I ended up somehow in London, so it was a nice, comfortable EasyJet flight over. And yeah, it's the first time in Vienna, so I think it'll be good. When I spoke to Damien and Richie, they said they had a very good time, so I guess they played the same club that I'm playing tonight. I think it's going to be a good one from what I've heard. I've got a few bits and pieces coming out on my label, One Records. We have a release, the next one is Anthea, with a remix from myself and Dan Ganassia. And then, yeah, a few other bits of pieces in the pipeline. I do, you know, a guest mix of Heidi next week. I think it's next week or the week after. And yeah, I've got a pretty busy summer ahead, so a lot of gigs. Yeah. The first thing was the Vienna ice cream. What's it called? Vienna ice cream.
Ice cream?
Yeah, it's like
Viennetta.
Yeah, Viennetta, that's it. The Viennetta. So that's the first thing that comes. I'm not sure if it has any link with Vienna, but like Viennetta, it's like
we don't even know this.
Viennetta, it's like this ice cream that my nan used to give me when I was about 10. It's like a big.
In England?
Yeah. It's not like a lollipop. It's like sort of like a long ice cream that you would like maybe put at dinner and people would take. I mean, I think it's a bit cheesy. I'm not even sure it even exists.
Really?
So that's the first thing. But aside the joke, yeah, the second thing would be the Opera House, because yeah, that's the first thing that comes to my mind with Vienna, the Opera House. Yeah. But yeah, the first one is Vienna. I first started making music when I was 16, and I originally started buying records when I was about 13 and learned how to mix, but figured that you needed to be able to do more than that to be able to play in clubs. I went to university. I did 5 years education in sort of sound engineering and multimedia, which gave me a good understanding of like all the different areas, you know, web design, you know, sound engineering for film, you know, scoring music, all that sort of thing. So that, you know, that helped a lot. But I guess, you know, I was 25 last week, so I'm getting on a good, you know, a good amount of years now. Yeah, I mean, I think her style is, you know, she's quite quirky, and I like the way the whole thing was put together with her like marketing and her as an artist. You know, it's sort of, it was a bit, you know, different to what people are currently doing. I think it suits her. I think, you know, which is obviously why, you know, she's the way she is as an artist. But yeah, I mean, I like her music, and I like the way, you know, it's put together. So yeah, she, you know, I guess she inspires me in, you know, in certain ways. Yeah, that's right. I mean, I don't think the police stopped every party, but a lot of the parties I was at seemed to get, you know, some bother by the police. I'm not sure why. I think maybe it had something to do with the main festival getting a bit narky about the fact that everyone's doing these off Sonar parties. But yeah, I mean, people, you know, they want to party. A lot of people probably save up a good few months of money to go away for Sonar for a week with their friends who probably work full time. You know, for them it's like something that, you know, they've sort of like worked hard and they want to let off the steam and party, and you know, so people aren't, you know, necessarily, you know, some people might be going to chill, but predominantly most of the people there are there to party as much as possible. And if the parties are getting shut down and people have bought these tickets, then it equals with a lot of pissed off people. Someone probably saying to me like, have you got something that I can dance to? Yeah, have you got something that we can dance to? And I'm like, well, can't you dance to this? And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry. Yeah,
like a youth.
That was maybe some tracks a few years ago. I haven't had that recently, but that's the one that I can remember. A guilty pleasure, probably somewhere. I mean, 80s music, really cheesy 80s music is my guilty pleasure, to be honest. I love anything cheesy from the 80s. So. I'm a very big list maker. I have like daily lists, lists, weekly lists, monthly lists, and a yearly list, I think.
Yeah,
life. I'm not sure about a life. In fact, actually, I have got like this thing where I think the 3 things, because they say that in your mid-20s is when you are the best at being able to learn something new. It's a lot easier for you to be able to pick it up quickly rather than past 30. So I think I made this like before 30 list, 3 things before 30 list, which is to learn a language, because I don't know any of the languages, which is really bad. So to learn a language, to learn to play the piano, and I need to learn to drive. I don't drive. There's a good reason, and that's because when I was like, when it was that time to get the car and do the driving lessons, I invested my money in an Apple Mac, which is like at the time when I was young was quite expensive when you don't have no money. So I made that choice, and I think it was the right choice. I really love the sound of French. Yeah, I think it'd have to be French.
Yeah.
I have quite a few French friends as well, so it would be quite easy for me to practice and all that sort of stuff. If not French, I guess Spanish. Lists. Yeah, lists, I guess. I guess that's an obsession. I mean, only other obsessions I have really is I'm a bit of a clean freak. Yeah, I like to be tidy and clean and organised. I love spicy, anything spicy. That's a bit of an obsession, spicy stuff. Yeah, there's other obsessions, but I'll probably leave them off camera. But so yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's great, isn't it? It's quite an intense lifestyle. But when you've been working towards something for like nearly 10 years, to actually be doing what you set out to do, it's amazing. It's great to be able to travel the world, to see places, to meet other artists, to meet interesting people along the way, and to play some really great clubs. I mean, you do play some bad ones here and there, but predominantly they're pretty good. So Laters.